All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining me from in the world. I just want to talk about metals real quick because it has been hot. I'm talking hot to the upside, hot to the downside. It's burning up the markets right now. We saw it over what, $1,200 from the all-time high just in gold alone since last week. Higher time frames kind of played and told the story here. We did need a turning point three, which that did come in. It normally comes in the middle, or at least before the middle of the second quadrant here. If you didn't see my video about cycles, you can learn about what these cycles mean. And I'm going to have another one coming out at the end of this week about turning points, where you'll learn a little bit more about what turning points are and how do they actually work in the charts. But yeah, as of right now, I see that we did get a bounce here at the second arc, but because this higher time frame did turn down, I am still keeping my eye on where we end up at the end of the week. I think it could still happen. 4,278. I do think that if we get a lower high on some of these lower time frames, something like let's see, yeah, something like a 61.8% bounce at the Fibonacci retracement to about 51 and a half, so 5100, 5150. That could really play out in the favor of that bearish scenario. But again, we'll continue to monitor this after today and especially Wednesday because turning point five will come in around Wednesday. So if we get something like this, oopsie, if we get something kind of like this to happen, well, then I definitely think the sell-off may happen on a Wednesday or Thursday. But as of right now, you guys are probably more interested to see what happens right now during the day. Despite this kind of drop we're seeing in gold, I'm watching to see where we actually are about 11 o'clock today because I have a target here in about 10 to 15 minutes. Another one that says we could go back up in 7 hours to end the day. However, that seems kind of long. The main levels I am watching are, do we take out this 905 range at the bottom here, which would mean that we are making a lower low on the 2 minute and 8 minute. If so, I'm going to call turning point three in here, and then the targets to the downside would be first 906, then 850, possibly even, I'm not sure if it'll go that low, but it may drop down to 820s, 818. All right. Main thing to watch is, do we go back above 49.75? And if so, is it going to go back up, go past 5,050? If we are pushing up, I'm looking at 5,050, 5,096. Again, with a complete upside, if there's just something parabolic that happens, like 5,150. But again, take it one time frame at a time. It's not open bell yet, but I am being careful that there may be some manipulation in the markets today on some of these candles. I'm being aware that there could be some real wicks on both sides, even if something like this happens, and then it gets a surge up, which could happen. Just realize that these downside targets only play out if you start getting some 30-minute candle closes below 4906, okay? I will provide some more updates as the day and week go on gold. And let me know in the comments if there are any other markets you guys are interested in, whether it's silver or something like the S&P 500. Definitely let me know. All right. Thank you guys, and be safe out there on those charts.